Almost called to 9 here in the morning on Baz and Izzy for breakfast. It's time for our property market update. The New Zealand property market has had another fascinating year with huge house price growth continuing. Whether your own property or are looking to buy the question on everyone's lips: what will property prices do in 2022? Joining us today is investment coach Debbie from Property Apprentice to discuss her predictions and advice for navigating the 2022 property market. Good morning, Debbie.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Excellent. Talk to us about what you think the market's going to do, Debbie.
All right. I think everyone would agree that the market over the last couple of years has been completely nuts. So for people that can still get lending, because we've had a massive credit crunch with changes to the Credit Contracts and Consumer Finance Act. So a lot of people won't be able to get lending now, whereas they might have been able to a few months ago. Until that settles down, that means that the market's going to slow down a little bit because there's literally going to be less people that will be able to get lending. So the market slowing down means that people who've got a pre-approval already in place, there'll be less competition from other buyers. So the craziness, that frenzy that we've seen in the property market, that's disappearing. So that's some really good news for people that are looking to purchase a home or an investment property, less competition from other buyers. So better opportunity to get some good deals. We're also seeing more listings coming on the market now too. And so I think particularly in Auckland, anyone who's prepared to stay in Auckland might be able to get themselves a good deal because, let's face it, as of midnight last night, we've got Aucklanders planning to leave the city in droves. So, that could help Aucklanders there. I think we will see more auctions nationwide getting passed in. So prices, they're not going to sell at auctions as much because that frenzy is coming out of the market. Then we'll see properties being advertised with price by negotiation, and eventually we'll start seeing asking prices appearing on listings again. So that'll be nice to see. I would expect that interest rates will continue to climb over next year. Unfortunately, I also expect rents to continue to climb as well because we do still have a massive rent crisis in this country, not enough rental properties available. Eventually, I would think that bank lending criteria will start to relax again because we need to remember that banks make money by lending money. So we've got a credit crisis at the moment because of those changes that I talked about. But eventually the banks will start to chill out a little bit around that. So I'm not expecting house prices to drop. I'm just expecting them to slow down with their rapid increases because demand's still there. It's just that less people are able to get lending to buy when they want to buy. So I think there's a lot of people out in the market that are waiting for house prices to fall before they buy. And look, I honestly think that's a mistake because I'm not expecting house prices to drop. I think in about 12 months' time, the people that have been waiting to see that happen are going to start wishing that they hadn't. So I've got some top tips for your listeners. If you are in the market to buy a property, make sure you get a pre-approval for lending before you go shopping because you don't want to, banks' turnaround times at the moment are really long and non-bank lenders are also. So it takes a long time to get those things sorted. Be realistic with your expectations. Do your research on values because you're not going to be competing with as many people. And I think if you're in the market to buy an investment property, learn how to do it properly. It's not the same as buying a house. So get independent financial advice from someone before you buy.
Lovely. Thank you very much, Debbie. That was a wonderful synopsis of the property market and great advice as well. So thank you very much for joining us on Baz and Izzy for breakfast. That was our Property Apprentice helping Kiwis create better retirement plans. Register for free online training session. Text ticket to 268 or visit propertyapprentice.co.nz. That was Debbie. Thank you very much.